In the vast, war-torn world of Elden Ring, countless factions rise and fall. But few captured the raw, untamed spirit of the battlefield like the Kaiden Horseriders, a brutal tribe of wandering mercenaries who carved their place in the lands between using nothing but overwhelming strength and fearless aggression. The Kaiden aren't knights, they aren't nobles, they aren't followers of the Golden Order, they are warriors, pure and simple. A wandering people who live, breathe and survive through combat. The Kaiden helm description tells us, the Kaiden are warriors who pursue strength above all. Their fight is often reckless and they take pride in that aggression. This one line reveals actually whole their identity. The Kaiden are tribal, nomadic mercenary culture. They don't serve a kingdom, they don't worship the Earth Tree, they don't pledge themselves to any demigod. Instead, they sell their blades to anyone who will pay them, whether that is a desperate village, a minor warlord, or even a corrupted demigod like Godric. To the Kaiden, strength is the only truth. One of the most iconic things about the Kaiden is what they ride. Not horses, not bears, not spectral mounts like Tyrant. Instead, the Kaiden ride massive, muscular war goats stubborn, horned beasts that charge into battle with terrifying force. This choice says everything about who the Kaiden are. Goats survive in harsh terrain. They are stubborn, fierce and uncontrollable. They symbolize untamed, mountain-born strength. The Kaiden don't want elegance or regal cavalry tactics. They want raw power. A headlong charge, a mount as wild as they are. In the lore of Elden Ring, their goat cavalry is a visual statement. These warriors are outsiders. Rugged, primal, unrefined, yet incredibly dangerous. The Kaiden appear most often in the grave, especially around Storm Hill and the roads leading towards Stormveil Castle. We see them patrolling roads, guarding encampments, serving as scouts, acting as mounted shock troops. This shows something important. The Kaiden work for hire, and in this region that likely means Godric the Grafted. And considering the low morale and poor skill of Godric's regular soldiers, it makes perfect sense that he would rely on outsiders, stronger, wilder warriors who actually know how to fight. But their presence in several separate parts of Limgrave and the Weeping Peninsula confirms one thing. The Kaiden don't belong to Godric. They don't belong to anyone. They simply go where the coin takes them. Although the Kaiden never speak directly in the game, From Software leaves heavy clues about their way of life. From their armor and fighting style we know that they value raw physical strength above anything else. They fight with reckless courage even if it gets them killed. Their culture is likely tribal or clan-based. Their gear suggests a harsh, rural environment. They don't honor nobility or divine authority. Their goat head helmets aren't just armor, they are symbols. Symbols of stubborn pride, wild aggression, of a culture shaped by hardship. Where other warriors polish their armor, where knights train in organized tactics, where nobles rely on magic or blessing, the Kaiden rely on sheer willpower and ferocity. They are not here to impress anyone. They are here to survive, fight, and prove themselves in a battle. The Kaiden have no permanent allies, but they do fight along certain groups depending on who hires them. Most likely employer is Godric the Grafted. Their frequent presence in Godric-controlled territory suggests he pays them for road security, scouting, skirmish support, shock cavalry, but even then, they are not his soldiers. They simply take the coin. Sometimes they appear near freelance soldiers in common footmen, meaning they may walk alongside other hired forces. But no faction has a special bond with them. The Kaiden's loyalty begins and ends up with the contract. Because they're mercenaries, their enemies depends on the situation, but the game shows several groups they commonly clash with. Many Kaiden patrol areas threatened by hostile demi-humans. This could reflect their role as hired protectors. Wolves, trolls, bats, land octopus, you name it. The Kaiden are often seen fighting or hunting local creatures. The Tarnished, meaning you, the moment you enter their territory they charge you without hesitation. Not because they hate Tarnished specifically, but because you are a warrior, that means you are a threat, and defeating you is actually a test of strength. To a Kaiden fighter, nothing earns more respect or more pride than conquering another strong opponent. The Kaiden might not affect the main Elden Ring lore or plot, but their presence adds depth to the lands between. They show us that the world is full of wandering peoples trying to survive, and not every warrior serves the Earth Tree or a demigod. Some fight simply because it's who they are. Strength exists outside the noble houses and ancient academies. They enrich the world with representing a culture of pure, unfiltered battle. A reminder that war in lands between isn't always mystical or political, sometimes it's just primal struggle. The Kaiden are like the embodiment of that primal spirit. Thanks for watching, and may your journey through the lands between be guided by grace. Hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't yet, and stay sharp out there, Tarnished.